All right, I'd like to call the special governing board meeting of the Ross Valley Public Financing Authority to order. May I have a roll call, please, Christina?
Director Meggs?
Here.
Director Kelly?
Here.
Director Silla?
Here.
Director Gaffney?
Here.
Director Borstein?
Here.
The next item is approval of agenda. Does anyone have anything they want to change on our only 3-item remaining agenda?
I move the agenda.
Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Open time for public to raise items not on the agenda or for future agendas. Do we have any public online or in person who wish to speak? Okay. Consideration of approving the meeting minutes from the December 20th, 2023 meeting of this board.
I move the minutes from last year.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 5, consideration of accepting the fiscal year 24 financial audit of the Ross Valley Public Financing Authority. Steve.
Yeah, I'd like Felicia Newhouse to introduce the item, please.
Thank you, General Manager Moore and Board of Directors. We have John Cropper with us tonight on Zoom. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
Finance Director Victor Damiani, who will introduce this item for the board. Thank you.
Good evening to the board. I'm here to present the Ross Valley Public Financing Authority basic financial statements for fiscal year 2024. The RVPFA, as it's known, is a blended component unit of the district, so that all the information that's presented in this report is also blended into the full report for the district with the ACFR. But we do create standalone financial statements for the board, for the financing authority as well. So these financial statements include basic financial statements. There's a section on a management discussion and analysis, as well as some detailed notes digging into some various aspects of the financial statements. All those details have been provided in the report that is attached to the packet. So for purposes of this meeting, I will just provide a very brief overview of the financial results for the year. So I am looking in the financial statements on page 6 of the report, which I believe is page 15 of the packet. And I'm looking at the comparative condensed statement of net position for 2024 and 2023. And I'm really just focusing on the 2024 column. You'll see that our total assets are $90.2 million, and that's really just made up of the receivable. The financing authority works sort of as a pass-through for funds that come from the district into the authority and then on to the bondholders for payment of the bond debt. So the assets are basically a receivable that's due from the district, and the liabilities are payable that is payable to the bondholders. For the year, the change in the net position was negative 23,000. And that's really just a function of the timing of these receivables and payables, as well as we are amortizing the bond premium both as a receivable to the authority as well as a payable. So there's just some timing issues with that as the amortization plays through. There is a little bit of interest income earned this year. I think it was about $6,500, and that plays into that the results for the year as well. So that's really about it for the financing authority. It's just really just sort of a pass through for these funds, and gets presented as well in the ACFR, which we'll look at later tonight. So if there's any questions for me, I can take them now, or I can hand over the presentation to John Cropper for the results of the annual external audit.
I was off. Any questions?
there are no questions, I'll move.
I don't think we're ready to move. We're
No.
gonna,
We're not.
I'll hand it over to.
We have,
our-
yeah, we have John
Oh.
Cropper.
we're gonna have John Crawford talk to us about it too,
Oh,
Michael.
I thought we did.
Well, I'll be very quick.
Never mind.
We met with the finance committee yesterday and we talked over the district finances, and as Victor mentioned, this is really a subset. This report is a subset of the district's responsibilities, financial responsibilities. The auditor has audited and has reviewed this report and has a clean opinion, which is what you want to hear, an unmodified opinion. And we're here for questions. I'm here for questions if you have any.
Any questions, anybody? And John will be coming back to present the audit of the full district in the next meeting.
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct.
Okay, great. And this is just because this is the way we do our bonds, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
It is a requirement of the
It's a
covenants that we
formality.
have a separate audit for this.
We created an agency.
Yes, I remember when we did that, I think. All right, well, if no one has any questions, thank you all very much for the work. It's beautifully presented and we're happy to get an unmodified opinion,
Yep.
as vague as that sounds.
It's okay, but it's, there is
A motion.
a motion. Yeah.
Yeah, now,
So-
Michael, you can,
I move that we accept the fiscal year 2024, fiscal year 24 financial audit of the Ross Valley Public Financing Authority, RVPFA.
I'll second that.
all right, thank you very much. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Great. The motion passes and this meeting is adjourned. See you next year.